Hello, Professor. This is Qian from Business Administration, and here is my booklet. And as a non-attending student, this is my presentation of the project work. My project work is focused on the Alibaba groups. Alibaba Group is a Chinese e-commerce company that provides C2C, B2B, and B2C sales service. It provides electronic payment service, a shopping search engine, and data-centric cloud computing service. The group began in 1999 with Jack Ma founded the website Alibaba.com, a B2B portal to connect Chinese manufacturers with overseas buyers. This is a simple introduction of the Alibaba Group. And first of all, I should introduce the mission of the firm. Alibaba Group's mission is to make it easy to do business anywhere. And I found it on the website of the Alibaba Groups. In the mission, we can find in the company website clearly emphasize on the need of doing business and the technical instrument used to enhance the relationship between the other businesses and their customers. Hence, we can exclude a priori that the Alibaba Group is only shareholders-oriented. Therefore, the company thing is business keeping in mind all its stakeholders trying to deliver value to them. Understanding the value of the stakeholders is much higher. Therefore, Alibaba Group is focused its primary interest on many individuals and entities which are involved in operation as well as socially recognized. And this is the Alibaba Group's vision. And through the vision of Alibaba Group, we could know that the company has a long-term objective and is clearly point out the missions of the firm. The Alibaba Group is not only focused on the profit that they earned, but mainly focused on the sustainability that the company could go. The profit earning is not the only objective of the company, but the condition to be met to ensure the continuity of the business and put itself into the business daily life. So stakeholders are the main objective of the Alibaba Group should respond to. And to analyze the primary interest of the firm, the key concept of the agenda and the three attributes is system coordination, decision-making autonomy, and economicità. And to what and how it produces. The what is simply in the mission, state in the mission, and the how is lighted in the mission statement too. Their business are comprised of core commons, cloud computing, digital media, and entertainment, innovation initiatives, and others. Here we can see the main business Alibaba Group is doing. Through this business, it can make the commerce online reliable and trustworthy. and to why it produced. Why is the first element of the primary interest of the agenda. The why is linked to the objective of company, which is satisfy the human need. And back to the history of the Alibaba. It began in 1999, and it's a period which internet technology rapidly developed. At the same period, Chinese developed level is low and not openness now, but at a fast speed developing in manufacturing industry. So there are both needs from abroad and home country to find business opportunity to export and import. So there comes the needs to have the platform which can exchange information effectively and safely. So here comes the why it produced of the Alibaba Group. The purpose of the business is fully satisfy the needs of the merchant. So it is fully satisfy the human needs. And the Alibaba Group is clearly stakeholder oriented, and it is set in the mission. Merchant, brands, and other business that provides products, service, and digital content. And for whom? This is for the merchants, brands, and other business that provide products, service, and digital content. And this is who. And to the business model and stakeholder management. Here we can see in the figure that business model is based on the three main sector: Chinese commerce, international commerce, cloud computing and internet infrastructure. And to the primary interest of common goods. Here Michael Porter has pointed out the community in which the company operate is the common goods. And Alibaba Groups has two main groups of value within its corporate share value, which are the economic value and social value. This highlight the orientation towards stakeholders theory. So the agenda is a common good for its whole community, and it is also explained by Michael Porter. Alibaba Group operates directly as well as indirectly as a common good for itself and for its stakeholder, but the same cannot be absolutely true about society. In fact, Alibaba Group put its effort to satisfy needs and create value for its stakeholder, involving all of them in its process of production. We can state that it is directly and indirectly involved in the engagement as common goods with the society. And social environment statement, sustainability of profit. We know that in order to achieve profit sustainability, the company must operate under economic, financial, monetary, and the balance of interest equilibrium. That's now we will introduce and discuss about the corporate social responsibilities and the instrument the Alibaba Group employs to tackle the environment aspects. And the Alibaba Group contains three main approaches, like creating job opportunity, alleviating poverty, internet approach to charity. And here's go to the ownership structure. As we can find in the figure and pie chart, Alibaba Group's top 5 shareholders. The largest shareholder is SoftBank Group Corporation, which holds 32.4% of shares. Then follows Yahoo, and the founder of Alibaba, Jack Ma. Because the shares held by SoftBank Group is more than 20 of shares, we could say that Alibaba Group is not a widely held asset or public company. As we could preliminarily analyze, the SoftBank Group is the ultimate owner of the Alibaba Group. And here's the introduction of the SoftBank. It's a Japanese multinational telecommunication and internet corporation headquartered in Tokyo, Japan. And it is a very important group to the Alibaba Group. And even after the Alibaba Group, the first IPO, SoftBank didn't sell any shares of the Alibaba Group. Ownership of the Alibaba Group. Ownership of the company of owners of shares. According to what's said till now, we can suppose that shareholders in Alibaba Group consider owners of shares rather than owners of company, since corporate governance of the Alibaba Group and the objective of the firm owning shares doesn't mean owning the company, but only owning shares. As we can find through the website, Jack Ma and his management team is actually part of the controlling party of the company. The objective of the Alibaba Group, as we mentioned before, is right to satisfy the human needs between merchant and consumer, and is willing to build up the ecosystem online purchasing to influence all stakeholders' lifestyle. By means of considering common good, we could say that shareholders of Alibaba Group considered as owners of the shares. And shareholder activism. As we can find on the website of Alibaba Group, compared with shareholding in the figure, we can find out that the owner who obtained the most share is Masayoshi Son, act as a director. Jack Ma act as an executive chairman of the board. and it is obviously to see that the shareholders act actively in the board of directors of the Alibaba Group, and the ultimate ownership and ultimate controlling party. As I have introduced and analyzed, we could say that the owner of the SoftBank Group, Masayoshi Son, is the ultimate owner of the Alibaba Group. And here I should introduce the partnership structure of the Alibaba Group. And the partnership structure enforces the Jack Ma's control of the Alibaba Group. We could say that the partners are elected by Jack Ma and other founders, and partners have the right to appoint the nominees to the shareholder during the election of the board of directors. If the nominees are not elected by shareholders during shareholder meeting, partner have absolutely right to change nominees, and shareholder should only choose nominees chosen by partners. As of the time to become a partner, he or she will typically already own and have been awarded a personal meaningful level of equity interest in Alibaba Group through their equity incentive and share purchase plans. By using the partnership structure, Jack Ma and his management team have absolutely rights to control the board of directors in order to manage the company. As long as the largest shareholder, SoftBank Group, and the second largest holder, Yahoo, have announced to give up the part of the voting rights, and Jack Ma and his management team is ultimate controlling party and instrument of control, and it contains equity instrument and non-equity instrument. Jack Ma and his management team, including Vice Executive Chairman Joseph, have significant percent of the shares, and the team de facto control the Alibaba Group. And as the non-equity instrument, through the partnership structure of the Alibaba Group, the founder Jack Ma and his partner act as executive chairman and vice chairman, both through contract and statutory clause of personal ties to realize the de facto control of the Alibaba Group. And the direction the Alibaba Group adopted the one-tier system known as two bodies of governance, contain general meeting of shareholders and the board of directors. It is explicitly informed on the Alibaba Group's website, the guideline of corporate governance, that the general meeting of shareholders has the authority to appoint the company's director. The role of responsibility of board of Alibaba Group is the board director and oversees the management of the business. And the board of director, it contains three broad committees: compensation committee, audit committee, nominating and corporate governance committee. The broad composition. as is shown in the board of directors, contains 11 directors, within only Jack Yunma, Joseph Taizi, and Daniel Yang Zhang, an executive director, and the others are non-executives. And there are 5 independent directors in the board. And the board independence. There are only 5 independent directors, which means independent director is less than half in the board of directors. Also from the role of board, we can find the Alibaba Group's website. We can include the company is not independent to the board of directors. Board can meet. There are 3 committees in the Alibaba Group, as we mentioned before. These committees must monitor the development of strategy as well as plan and result, guarantee the overall coordination, reinforce synergies between departments, foster innovation within the group. And here's the manager of the Alibaba Group. And the separation between control and direction. As we analyzed, Alibaba Group has an ultimate owner and holding share, and shareholding is 32.44%. The ultimate owner is SoftBank Group, but he is also a director of the board, so it means that there is no explicit separation between control and direction, and he somehow controls the company. And through this theory, we can analyze the Alibaba Group. The agency theory refers to the monitoring and control role in the corporate governance system, focuses on the role of strategy leadership given to the board of the efficiency and effectiveness of the internet control system. The board of directors of the Alibaba Group include a nominating and corporate governance committee with the role of overviewing managers' work. Therefore, complying with the agency problem, according with the view of Mintzberg about the control capacity, with the rest of the board, this committee act according to the monitor role. And stat worship theory. And resource dependence theory, and the team protection theory. And because of the time is too long, and here thanks for watching, and here's my presentation. Thanks for watching.